world where mental illness is as important as physical ailment. Unfortunately, this is not our top priority in our society, but it should be. Mental illness affects everyone, either directly or not. If you have mental illness, or if someone around you has mental illness, you can still be affected. In my family, my sister has mental illness. She has bipolar, and I've seen the way that mental illness can affect our family and individuals. It is important to learn about mental illness so we can see what we can do as a society to help it, and also how we can help ourselves be better and more productive. I've done extensive research from the WHO organization and the NAMI organization about mental illness. Please pause it. Mental health is a critical aspect of our overall well-being, and breaking stigma and promoting help seeking will help improve our lives. So what's the problem? Stigma tells us that mental health is bad to talk about. It makes us scared, and it makes us not want to mention it. So how can we fix that? Implementing education in schools and upgrading our support systems will help us break the stigma of mental health. And what can our benefits be from that? From our benefits, we can have improved individual well-being and also a more productive society overall. But first, we have to understand the scope of the problem. This is our annual mental health services about how many people have mental health and how many actually reach for support. On average, about 30 to 40% of people with mental illness reach for support. The stigma prevents people from seeking help, as I said before, so many people do not get the help they need and deserve. According to NHIM, 1 in 5 adults have mental illness. So one of us in this room could have mental illness right now and just not be diagnosed. In the US annually, that's our statistic. Lack of awareness perpetuates harmful stereotypes around mental illness. And people often feel scared to talk about it, like they're going to be cast out. This is what it can feel like to have mental illness. You can feel alone, isolated, or have different symptoms in your daily life. This is what we want mental illness to look like. We want to reach out to other people and communicate in everyday life to help break the chain and have a good life in our society. Studies found in the Journal of Abnormal Psychology found that individuals are perceived as dangerous when they have mental illness. Many people can often be scared of you if they think you're crazy, which sounds about right. But mental illness doesn't make you crazy. Not necessarily. Sometimes it's just something that we have to deal with on an everyday basis that can affect our life in not drastic ways. That just kind of gets put as an aspect of how we live. Because of limited access, it increases the problem of stigma and increases the probability of people having bad reactions to their mental illness when they can't get treatment. If they are trying to get treatment, most insurance is not very helpful. So what do? We have to educate schools about mental illness and where they can find help. We need to implement comprehensive mental health educations and integrate that from different websites and different posters we can put up. We can expand access to affordable and quality healthcare that can help and aid mental illness. Telehealth can bring a good type of therapy to mental illness. This is the cycle of illness anxiety. It shows how people with anxiety can react in every day. So when you get thoughts about being sick, you want to reach out to telehealth or anybody that can help you. For instance, we have a 988 suicide hotline that can also help with mental illness. Even if you are not considering suicide, it can still help you in everyday life. NAMI offers various support groups as well and can give resources for your mental illness. So let's consider the positive outcomes. We can have improved individual well-being and quality of life if we break the stigma. According to mentalhealth.gov, studies show that early intervention and treatment will help the outcomes of your mental illness. A healthier, productive society with reduced healthcare needs and economic output will also be present if we can start early. The economic burden of untreated mental illness is estimated to be billions of dollars annually. That's billions of dollars that we spend on mental illness for people that just get treated. And if we reduced our economic budget for that and made it more accessible, it would be easier for people to afford and more people would reach out. And then a more compassionate and inclusive community with support could be built around mental illness to help people who are in need. In conclusion, it's time to take action and fight the stigma around mental illness. Mental health is a critical aspect of overall well-being, and by breaking the stigma, we can improve our lives. As I said again, our problem is stigma, and what we need to do is educate people on the issue. We will have improved individual well-being with that. We need to educate, support, and advocate for people with mental illness in our everyday lives. We need to put policies that promote access to information as well as treatment plans. Thank you.